The Sigma male personality is the most principled of all. They are like soldiers that live by a very clear set of rules. They almost never deviate from these fundamental principles. They are the lone wolves among men. Their rules are not popular and are often controversial. These men follow their own path and can never be pressured to change, which often makes them a problem for those who fail to understand what motivates the Sigma male. Some men are born this way, while others develop themselves to become Sigma. They do this because of the incredible stability that can be achieved by being a Sigma male. If you aim to achieve the same, here are 7 codes of conduct Sigma males abide by. Rule 1. Stay true to yourself. You cannot be a Sigma if you are confused about who you are and what your values are, and then stay true to them. Being a Sigma means having your own principles that you would not compromise to please anyone. You do not seek to blend in and are not susceptible to being put under peer or group alignment pressure. The goal of the Sigma man is to live a fulfilled life, and it is impossible to be fulfilled when you are not focused on the things that are most important to you. Generally, it is hard to be principled because we would often find ourselves influenced by people we relate with daily. Society often imposes its own expectations and standards, which can lead to self-doubt and insecurity. A Sigma man does not doubt himself, and he does not feel insecure even when he is outnumbered, outclassed, or intimidated. Being true to oneself requires Sigmas to embrace their unique personalities, values, beliefs, and goals, even when they go against societal norms and expectations. These men are self-aware. They are happy being who they are, and they have a high level of self-confidence. Because of this, they are able to create a purpose from which they derive happiness. To stay true means not having an inferiority problem, and also means not having a superiority complex. How is it possible to maintain this delicate balance? It is actually easy because as a Sigma, you are not trying to impress anyone. This means you don't feel less of yourself when you are with those who have achieved more than yourself, and you don't feel egoistic when with those who have not achieved as much as yourself. What the Sigma male seeks is his own fulfillment, and he feels trapped when this fulfillment has to be dictated by the people around him. Rule 2. Value, respect. This is one of the most important cardinal rules of being a Sigma man. For the Sigma, respect must be mutual, meaning it must only be given to those who also show respect. He does not care about being diplomatic and being nice to everybody. The Sigma man believes in equity and justice. Yes, everyone would say they value equity, but how many people would actually show respect to those who deserve it and be courageous enough to stand up to those who disrespect others? The answer is very few people. Mutual respect is an essential element in building successful relationships between men, whether it be in business, personal life, or any other context. It is important because it fosters trust, encourages collaboration, and enables individuals to work towards shared goals. The Sigma acknowledges the value and worth of others, regardless of their background or differences. In a professional setting, mutual respect between men can lead to a more productive and efficient workplace. When men respect each other, they are more likely to communicate openly, share ideas, and work together towards a common objective. These are things the Sigma male strives for. He also places value on mutual relationships in his personal relationships, which enables him to have honest communication and better conflict resolution with his family or friends. Without respect, abuse is inevitable. Sigma men would not accept abuse in any form, no matter how subtle it is. Rule 3. Never seek validation. Sigma men are not validation seekers. That is why they are called lone wolves. This is their holy creed, to walk their own path, to seek their own happiness and fulfillment. You cannot belittle or intimidate the Sigma. He is not the man that posts his wealth and successes on social media, indirectly begging for likes and admiration. The Sigma man is that man that is rich, contented, and reserved. He is also a man that is not rich yet satisfied, because he has values that keep him fulfilled, even when he does not have the things everyone gloats over. He is not the man that pretends to be what he isn't. For him, everyone has their path, and he appreciates it if he is allowed to walk his own path. This trait is extremely powerful because it sets the mind free. You cannot control the Sigma man, and you cannot disrespect him. He is a man that is happy working and not getting praised for his work. He is never going to whine and cry for attention. Sigmas know that validation from people is shallow and derailing. When it is allowed, you lose your identity. You find yourself under constant pressure to be who you are not happy to be. The way of the Sigma sets the mind free. Rule 4. Never rush anything. Sigma males never rush into anything, and they never rush out of anything. One of the strengths of a Sigma man is the ability to dedicate time to thinking. For many people, evaluating situations and taking time to think out a decision is a lot of hard work. The easiest path is always to reach instantaneously. Sigma men take their time to think even before speaking, which makes it seem like they are slow. A Sigma male can be easily mislabeled because of his reserved nature. Sometimes people make the mistake of underestimating the Sigma man because they think he does not know what he is doing. Sigma males take time before taking decisions or actions. They exhibit patience, constraint, thoughtfulness, and a strategic mindset. While it can be tempting to rush into decisions or actions, taking the time to consider all options and weigh the consequences can lead to better outcomes in the long run. People often want things fast. We love when people make quick decisions, so when the Sigma is taking his time before making a decision, it could be very frustrating for those around him. This principle helps the Sigma male to avoid regrets, a position that is very uncomfortable for him. Rule 5. Time is extremely valued. Again, everyone would claim to value their time. And again, we would discover that most people do not make good use of their time. Sigma men are said to be loners. This is because they rather keep to themselves than socialize. The difference between a loner and a Sigma is, a loner is afraid of socializing, while the Sigma male thinks it is a waste of time. These are two very different reasons. It would be discovered that the time Sigmas spend alone is often on things they consider productive. Sigmas would not complain of boredom because they do not derive value from just being entertained. There are several reasons why it seems easy for Sigmas to manage their time, unlike most people. One reason is the lack of interest in distractions such as socializing and their disdain for social proof. A need for social proof has caused many people to spend so much time on social media platforms such as TikTok and the likes, which takes away a lot of valuable time. Sigma men have clear goals and a vision for their future. Thus, they prioritize their time based on their goals and allocate their time accordingly. They make sure that they spend their time on things that matter and avoid getting bogged down by unimportant tasks. Another reason why time management seems too easy for these men is that they do everything based on a plan. This is not the same as living based on schedules, but their lives are based on goals. They have a mental note of what they want to achieve and how they want to achieve it. Sigmas would become irritated and uncomfortable when their time is wasted. These men would only exercise patience when they know they are passing through a process that should take time. Rule 6. Sigmas place value on everything. For the Sigma male, value is everything. A Sigma man would not have friends that cannot add some value to him. He would not take up a job he does not value. And he would simply not do anything just for the sake of it. If you have a Sigma male as a friend, you would notice he does not do things just because he is expected to. He is likely to say no to a lot of requests, even from friends and family, as long as it adds no value to either party. He is the dad that would question why you need money to get something you obviously don't need. What is interesting about the Sigma male is, he is not selfish. He is the type of man that would ask himself if he is doing enough for those around him. He would always want to give back to those that give to him, not because he wants to be even, but because it is his way of showing gratitude. Sigmas are driven by a high sense of responsibility that they go through deep self-examination to ensure they are doing the right thing and being fair to everyone. These men would also ensure that those around them are focusing on things that are valuable. This is why it is hard for a Sigma male to be friends with anyone that is not self-driven and focused. Rule 7. Never emotional. Emotions are one of the things that make us humans, but they can be destructive too. When we think of destructive emotions, we only think of those emotions we have when we are feeling down. What some would call negative emotions. Even positive emotions can affect our judgments negatively. For example, being happy can cloud our ability to think critically. Sigma men know this, and that is why they don't allow emotions to affect their decisions. They would pause and take their time in such situations. For Sigma men, principles are everything, and these 7 principles are fundamental. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to subscribe to the channel, like this video, and watch this one as well. Thanks for watching.